Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. What is leadership? Leadership for me simply means service. Whether you have a vision or you are called to lead an organization, a group, a club, or even a country, it all relates to service. Some of us have to live because life forces us to. And so others, they just feel a void and they decide to fill it. Whatever the road you take, you need a set of approaches to exercise your leadership. I always compare leadership to weightlifting because the more you practice, the stronger you become. The more you practice leadership, the easier it gets to remove the habit of procrastination, fear, or perfectionism. Early on in my life, I remember I only led where I get comfortable, and I let go many opportunities. As an example, I remember two years back when Toastmaster Peterson approached me to volunteer to serve as president of Hamid's Club. I quickly turned him down. Why? Because I was afraid to lead. So what happened? After that experience, I beat myself up so many times, and I said, this got to stop. So I decided to stop being ordinary. I did not care if I fit in or not. I freed myself from perfectionisms, and then I volunteered to leadership roles more often. I said to myself, I'm just practicing and serving, nothing else. Depends on the settings you are, you need to find a mechanism to lead. The year 2020, until now, I have seen tremendous growth in my leadership style. For example, last year, my most dominant leadership style was, for example, was affiliative, democratic, innovative. And look at this year. It is the same, democratic, of course, because I'm a democratic person. Now, I become more altruistic, pace settings. I'm still an affiliative leader. At some point, I'm still authoritative, but I grew from other aspects of leadership, and I really like it. In July 2020, I became the Ameris president. And it was fun, it was exciting, and I was afraid at the same time. Guess what? By September 2020, it was difficult for our club to have at least one speech per meeting. And at some point, I was shamed because I am the president and I didn't know how to get members involved. So I decided to call every single member, whether you are a new member or veteran members, I call every single one, just like to know their thinking and their perspective. But so for some of them, it was a lack of motivation. In another category, it was pathways problems. And the last category was just like they needed someone to be there for them. So what do? I turn back again to some veteran Toastmasters and ask for help from other clubs. After hearing the perspective, I sat down with the committee and we drafted a new vision. We started setting plans for 3 months and start calling members, speakers every 2 weeks to remember them, they have a speech. And myself, what did I do? I always have a speech in my pocket. In case a member does not show up, I present. One time, two times, people decline, I present. And when they see we are serious about it, yeah, they decide to embark the training. So now I'm very proud to say in my club, we have at least 3 speeches every day, every meeting, at least 3. And sometimes we have 5, sometimes you have 6. And I'm very happy about it. So what I want to convey here today is, from a little experience, just practicing leadership, I was able to grow my democratic style. I was able to set standards as a pace-setting style. And also, I was in a more altruistic mode as well, because I was ready. In my job as well, I exercise my leadership style because I got a promotion because of my leadership again. And I was like more serious about it because I want people like to be very productive. And I can tell you, I see the result because I was there for them. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, life is a cycle. It keeps circle back to us. If you refuse to lead today, tomorrow, it will come back. And we need leaders in this world. If you do not want to be a leader, at least be a servant. No matter what you choose to do, you will always be there for your people, for your organization, or even for your country. Back to you, Madame the Toastmaster of the day.